In the new episode of Thundermans, I am doing pottery. Well, my arms are being controlled telekinetically by my brother, who is making my arms do pottery, while I try to hide the fact that I don't know how to do pottery. Luckily, I am in fact a potter. I have done a lot of pottery in real life, and so that muscle memory and knowledge of how to work with clay really came in handy. But this wasn't just regular pottery making, this was TV. So this whole series of scenes presented some interesting production challenges and performance challenges that I want to tell you about. Number one, this mound of clay grows over the course of a few scenes, but of course we don't shoot in order and we shoot multiple takes, so we had to figure out where it started, where it ended, and what the stages were along that route, and when it would change from one stage to another so that I'm not actually building this piece of clay on camera. And so we had a master potter come in who was making a bunch of lumps of different sizes so that we could keep swapping them out and film in the order we needed to, so that was wild. Number two, when you're actually doing pottery, you are hunched over the table and like your elbows in your hip and you're stabilizing yourself and your head is down, but obviously the camera needs to see my face, especially because this whole scene I'm delivering basically a monologue. And so it was really interesting for me to be kind of sat in a different position and trying to hold myself up where the camera could see me. And then of course, from a performance perspective, I am pretending that somebody else is controlling my arms and also trying to remember all my lines. So that was a fun challenge as an actor. Number three, this clay not only had to look good on the pottery wheel, but it also had to match with the other material that we used for the big special effects clay explosion at the end of the sequence. And so we did a lot of playing around with texture and color for this clay, as well as for that basically paint that they used for the big explosion to make sure they believably matched on camera. Oh, and then there's a whole bit where I'm throwing clay at the table and we had to make sure it didn't knock the clay off, because if I threw the clay and it knocked it off center and it flew and hit a background actor in the face, that would be bad. So we filmed it in pieces. They filmed me throwing the clay where you could only see me and I could throw it into a bucket. And then they filmed the impact close up without any background actors in the space so no one would get hurt if anything did go awry. Shout out to our amazing director that week, Wendy Ferrone. She crushed it. Oh, and then there's also the whole clay explosion with Jack. Long story short, this episode required a whole lot of forethought to make sense, to be funny, for safety. That started with discussions at the production meeting a week in advance while shooting 2 other episodes, clay sessions with my director and our special effects people and our props people and this master potter. It was insane, but I think it all turned out great. I hope that you guys agree. Also, I love my jumpsuit. I feel like it's very art teacher Phoebe. Not that that really matters, but I do kind of judge how much I like my TV shows by how much I like what I was wearing. What could I say? I hope you enjoyed that behind the scenes look on how we made the new episode, and I hope you're enjoying all the new episodes, and I hope you're having a great day. Okay, bye!